No weather impact alert going forward, Jeremy. I guess that's at least a start.
That is an optimistic point of view. That is really nice, since we've had a weather impact alert in effect pretty much every single day this upcoming week, including this morning when we started off down in the single digits and teens. Let's take a look at those wake-up temperatures. Just 3 degrees today in Wellsboro, 4 in Mount Pocono, 10 in Scranton, 9 in Hazleton, and hey, that 10 degrees, that's the coldest wake up we've had since February 2nd, since we started off this month. So it's been quite a while since we woke up to temperatures that cold. Now, it was cold with the added breezes yesterday, but we started off at 11 degrees. And you know, this winter, it really does feel like it's been colder, and that's because it's been the coldest winter we've had in a decade since 2014-2015 winter. That year, we also had a low temperature of -9. Remember, we had that last month, -9 degrees, and that's the coldest temperature we've been since that winter, 2015. So it's been cold this winter, and that's why we have so much ice on those lakes. I was just talking with one of my coworkers, and they were telling me they were in Honesdale this past weekend, and they couldn't believe the cars and trucks on the ice. You know, the ice is just completely thickened up with temperatures like this, and of course in January we had a really long stretch of cold temperatures too. Temperatures down into the low teens for Mansfield and Storuca, 16 in Pleasant Mount, 21 in Stillwater, 17 in Hazleton. We're at 23 in Lewisburg and Lock Haven, same for Auburn. And here's a live look at Lake Wallenpaupack, one of those many lakes with lots and lots of layers of ice. The beautiful waterfalls are encased in ice too. If you have any photos of icy lakes or icy waterfalls, send them in, and I'd love to put them on later shows. Current temperature right now, 20 degrees. We have winds coming out of the north at 7. It's been much colder, you know, with those feels like temperatures. Right now we're feeling like 11, but the entire day yesterday we didn't feel like more than 0 with those added winds gusting up to 40, even 50 miles per hour across the region. Right now we have winds that are light by comparison, less than 15 miles per hour sustained at 12 mile per hour winds in Mount Pocono right now. Those gusts, yeah, they were a little bit high earlier today, up to 31 miles per hour in Mount Pocono, but not quite as gusty as yesterday, and of course not as gusty as Monday when we clocked in a 62 mile per hour wind gust out in Mount Pocono. Right now we got those clouds starting to fill in the northern tier. We got a few flurries streaming into parts of the Finger Lakes region in New York State. Maybe a flake or two flying here, very fine in nature. I'm looking here at the camera and we have very bright lights in the backyard. And I'm noticing a few light, very fine flakes. So maybe you see a few of them if you live in the northern tier in northern Lackawanna County. Here's the larger picture though. We got this upper level low pressure system, and I'm not even focusing on what's happening down towards our south. There's a record snowstorm happening for parts of the Outer Banks of North Carolina, a place that normally doesn't see snowfall at all. But we're going to see a bit of moisture come into our region from this upper level low that could bring in a few flurries tomorrow afternoon. So I want to time everything out for you here on Future Clouds and Radar. That system bringing snow to North Carolina, going to stay to our south. A few flurries for D.C. too. Baltimore going to see some snowfall. Mainly, this is going to be a North Carolina, Virginia storm, so well to our south. The upper level low will bring us a risk for a flurry or two tomorrow morning, north and west, and then they fill in across the area. Could be some flakes that are dense enough that could cause some reduced visibility if you're driving around tomorrow afternoon and evening. Those flakes continue to fly around between 1 and 4, if not into the evening commute too. So just be wary of maybe a flurry or two, a snow shower even possible. Accumulations from this, probably a dusting to a ½ inch. Remember, all of our surfaces are cold. It's been below 32 degrees for several days in a row. It's going to be 32 or below for the next 2 days as well. So anything that does fall out of the sky will accumulate. On your day on Friday, those winds start to kick up once again. And boy, we're going to notice the cold, the feeling of cold, with feels like temperatures down in the single digits and below 0. But there'll be a few breaks of sunshine as we head into the afternoon, and even some clearer skies into the evening on Friday too. Here's your dog walking forecast. This is Dallas, brand new addition to Dave's family. Thank you so much for sending this to me, Dave and Courtney. Adorable pup, and I hope you have a wonderful upcoming life with Dallas. Very cute. Winds are going to start to gust as we go into the afternoon tomorrow and into your evening too, and they gust on Friday up to 40 miles per hour once again, so those feels like temperatures dipping to the single digits and below 0. So here are your future wind chills. Down below 0 tomorrow morning, feeling like the single digits into the afternoon tomorrow, and on Friday morning feeling like well below 0. But we got to warm up on the way, Scott. There's your 7-day forecast. We are into the 30s, above the freezing mark for both weekend days. Lots of sunshine. Looks like a great weekend to do anything outdoors. Maybe even enjoy some of the ice skating or, enjoying the ice that's on the lakes and waterfalls before it goes away, because next week we're into the 40s. And not just for one day, but 3, if not 4 in a row.
4 glorious days in a row,
4
if I may
glorious days.
opine.
I agree. I opine with you.
We'll see you tonight, Jeremy. Thank you.